a part there. Oh no. There's a part in the middle of the track. They need to get that out of there before somebody hits it.
So different today. I mean, I have a huge amount of respect for those guys who are trying to come think so. We just heard from pit lane that Mike Conway is away and is going to be able to go track with the rest of this session. So that's
went there and I was like, yeah, whatever. Then I did the race. I was like, whoa, okay. Now I start to get it. And then I broke my back in a motorcycle accident. I missed the race in 2003, went back in 2004, and I think qualified on the front row. And somebody was saying the other day, it's one of these weird things, Indianapolis. Most things in life, the more you do it, the more you lose interest, the more it kind of becomes the norm. Kind of, Indy, the more you do it, the more it gets under your skin, the more you love it. And the more it means to you. And when I won it the first time, it got right under my skin. And the second just increased that. The third, every time I go back there, I just feel something very special for that track, that race. And I have to say, Dan Weldon's a big reason for that, because from the first day he went there, so I was like, oh mate, we're Indy. I'm like, yeah. He's like, no, it's Indy. And he was always on the rev limiter about it. And I know what he meant. It's a special place, and very proud to have won it 3 times now. You know, we're going to go for a 4th and see if we can get it done. But it's a wonderful place.
You know, maybe the same question for you, Ari. You were fortunate enough to win it twice. Dominating performance. I believe your first win. You've had a lot of really good runs there at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's been a good place to you, and obviously you've been a great ambassador for the sport. When did Indianapolis and when did IndyCar racing become something you knew that you were focused on trying to get to?
Well, it's similar to what Dario is saying, that as the years wore on, I more and more started to appreciate what the Indianapolis 500 meant. And it's a big place, built of concrete and steel, but it has kind of the place has a soul, and which mainly is it has because of the people that are part of the Indy 500. So you know, it's not just the track, but it's also everything about the state of Indiana, the people, the fans, which brings that racetrack to life on race day. So I've always been coaching some guys the last couple of years, and I always say on the morning of the 500, I tell them, you know, don't be nervous, but try to take this all in, because it's such a cool experience, the electricity in the air before you get in the race car, and some of the protocol that happens before the race. Back home in Indiana, singing that, national anthem, of course. You know, and all those things, those rituals are really part of the race, and I can see where as a rookie you're just thinking about how am I going to get through turn 1, and as I got older I started thinking more of how can I enjoy the pre-race rituals, and it always it put me in a relaxing mood, and you know, Indianapolis is not, I try to tell the young guys, you know, there's a start and a finish, and what happens in between is kind of another race, but it really is not. The race has a different effect on you than really any other race, and winning it is also way more special than winning any other race. Any other race is just like winning a club race, basically.
We're sitting here in the middle of Baltimore talking about the Indianapolis 500, and I bring those up and use that as background. And Dario, this question really is for you. This is the 2nd year of this race here in Baltimore, and the one thing I think that sticks out in everybody's mind from last year, and you can feel it again this year, of all the races we go to, is this an event that over time could become one of those marquee events inside the IndyCar series?
I definitely believe it could, and we noticed that the first day we came here. It was last year, Thursday I think it was. Actually, the Friday morning, the track wasn't ready, but the atmosphere was here. The people were here already, and you know, for the real race fan, great, they're here to see all that. For the people who don't really know racing but just fancied something different, they're getting something. You can see the cars, you can go in there, you can have part of the party atmosphere. There's so many things going on, and I think that the way Baltimore and the people of Baltimore have embraced the race, it really could have that. You know, I think the track is still a work in progress. I'd love to see them resurface is it Pitt Street, this one here? Pratt Street. I'm sure you guys would like to have them resurface it too, but yeah, resurface Pratt Street. Some of those tax dollars to work. And then turn 1 there. A couple of bits. Otherwise, you know, I think it'd be pretty cool. And I think I'd love to come back here. I think it's got a good future.
So, Dario starts 5th tomorrow. Ari will be watching, making sure everybody does things correctly, or they will be getting the hammer of Ari for their problems.
Pretty much disappears. Yeah.
And I think we've done that.
You know, we had an opportunity earlier to talk to Arie Luyendyk and Dario Franchitti, obviously both sensations in our sport. And both of them felt like this was one of those events that could be on our schedule that rises to the level of like a Long Beach or some of the things that really are our top events that we have in the series. I'm really excited about that. And I think as much of that is because of the way this community makes you feel when you get here. And if you get away from the racetrack and you walk through the paddock area, if you walk through some of your display areas, there's a lot of electricity and there's a lot of just smiling faces and people that really seem to be welcoming IndyCar racing here.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and you know, our goal is to make you know, Labor Day weekend. You want to be in Baltimore. You know, that's what we want to do, and hopefully we'll be able to pull that off. You know, we think it's you know, everything's going to be good and we can continue on. Obviously, you know, we don't own the race. It'll come down to race on if they want to continue, and they're giving us all indications that they want to still go. So lights, and then obviously the 3 in IndyCar. So it keeps us busy. My head's spinning a bit right now.
And then the next hat, or maybe this is the heart. It's not a hat; it's a heart issue. Your son obviously races for you. He's carrying on a family tradition that goes back to your father. Talk a little bit about, and he drives for you. So you have to balance a relationship that's a father-son relationship as well as a team owner, employee or contract employee relationship. Talk a little bit about the struggles emotionally that you go through with a weekend watching him compete.
That's pretty difficult sometimes, you know, for sure. I mean, we're getting used to it. We've been doing it now. I think this is our 7th season, but you know, you always have an eye on him, and you know, you're hoping everything's going all right for him. And you know, my heart goes out for him this year. It's been a real struggle for him. He's been having a lot of bad luck, and you know, they haven't been able to get their act together on that side, you know, the way we would like. So he's going through a tough year, and so being a dad, it kills me, you know. But hopefully they'll figure it out over in the 26 car, and they'll hopefully get a win either here or in the next race before the end of the year.
Let's talk a little bit in itself.
That's what it's all about. You know, you got to have people that you really trust, and and you give them the authority, and then you let them do it. Don't go there and micromanage them. So that's one thing I don't do. You know, I stay abreast of everything that's going on, but and if I see something, then I'll try to bring it to their attention. But other than that, let them do their job.
You know, and I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit, and I'll answer the question first, so give you a minute to think about it. But just kind of your biggest impression about Baltimore. What stands out in your mind for you about Baltimore? And I'll say the thing for me that I've noticed last year and this year, we go to a lot of communities, we race in a lot of different places, but there really is not a place that I can think of where we go. First of all, the venue's awesome. But there's not a place that we go where from the moment you arrive in town until you leave, you feel like everybody knows that the event is taking place and that everybody's invested in the event. And it almost feels to me like you feel that Indianapolis or Indianapolis 500, you can't go without having a conversation with somebody knowing about the event. So maybe for me, one of the places I feel the most welcome as an IndyCar person is in this community. Is there something that sticks out in your mind about how cool or what's cool about Baltimore?
Well, I think there's a lot of things that are cool about Baltimore. I think, you know, one is we have a lot of great racing fans here, you know, and that's one. It's a great market. It's a strong market. I think it's very important to Indy cars that we're here because of the Northeast market. You know, they come out and support it. That's what you want. You know, we just love the vibe, like you said, when we come here. You know, and just riding up and down, everybody's saying thank you for putting this race on. You know, and it makes you really. That's what's so cool. You know, just being a race car driver is the greatest thing in the world. But then when you can do it with your family and then do it well to where we've shared so many great moments together. You know, at one point we had the closest finish in the history of IndyCar racing with a 1-2 finish on Father's Day at Portland. I mean, you can't really write a better script than that, which I obviously had to give him the Father's Day present. But you know, and then there was other ones where we've been on front rows together. I think we're the only father-son front row together. We've finished first and second, I don't know how many times. And another really special moment was when I clinched the championship at Laguna Seca, and Dad finished third in the race and was on the podium there to share it with me. So, you know, we've been very, very fortunate to have great memories together.
You know, when you see Marco running.
GC cars going through. The it goes from bad to worse for the number 16 car.